How's it going, YouTubers? Cornwolf here. Thank you for joining me for another video today. And today we've got an exclusive interview with Sven Liebold, who's from IO Interactive. He's actually an IO Interactive operative, I think his title is. And this is an exclusive interview that I did with a friend of mine, Stuart Cullen from the Scottish Sun, over the Eurogamer Expo weekend. So I just thought I'd share this now. We're getting closer to the launch of the game and it's looking fantastic. I don't know what you guys think. I asked him some fairly interesting questions, and Stu obviously asked him some questions as well. Big thank you to Stu. He allowed me to sit in on this interview and then give him a 2p worth in as well. And to Warner Brothers as well for us allowing us to be there and allowing me to be there as well. So it's a really, really interesting conversation. The game is shaping up to be fantastic, especially now we've got Sean Bean on board from the trailers that we've got as the first elusive target. And we actually allude to that a little bit in the interview. So obviously this is, good 3-4 weeks old when we recorded this, and I just wanted to get it out closest to the time for a bit of launch hype. But yeah, I actually asked him about elusive targets and if they've got anyone else after the Gary Busey stuff, which we'll get to shortly. So enjoy the video. Let me know down below in the comments if you're looking forward to Hitman 2 and what it's got to bring. I'm also getting the collector's edition, paid for that off my own back for disclosure, and I'm going to do a little unboxing on the channel just because it looks great and massive Hitman fan. If you want to see more things, let me know. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and just throw it a thumbs up if you do like the video. So until next time, I shall see you all on the next video.
So, who are you? What do you do?
Okay, my name is Sven Liebold. I'm with IO Interactive. My job title is actually IOI operative. So I have many hats. Work half in development, half in brand marketing on the creative side, and basically on all the stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about.
Ideal. Hitman 2, what's the biggest change, would you say, over the past game?
I think we took some huge steps towards, let's say, with the introduction of our world of assassination. I think we followed through a model that is a bit more appealing than just following this. There's this games as a service bubble out there, which is super blurry. Everybody talks about games as a service, and to us it was very important to service our players first. And that's why we went for this approach to be, first of all, non-episodic anymore in terms of the story campaign, but then go all in on the live content that follows afterwards, which also means, in terms of the world of assassination, that we went back, grabbed our Season 1, remastered it, added all the new features that Hitman 2 has, and put it into Hitman 2 on the same timeline. That also means everything from now on that we release under the brand of Hitman will live under one roof, one big Hitman hub. So essentially in a couple of years' time you can play like Hitman 2016 all the way to Hitman 3, 4, 5. I don't know what will happen, right? But all on one line. And every time we release something, it gets up to par with the newest release.
It's one of the challenges with Hitman, trying to keep it fresh, just because obviously you've got the different environments, but trying to think of new ways of how to kill someone and different outfits and that. Is that starting to become a challenge because it's now such a mature game series?
No, I mean definitely. And also you have to think about that this game is around, it's almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
Right? So it went to a couple of gamer generations actually, and especially with Hitman where we now at, we are actually pretty proud of that because we actually see it as an evolution from where we started.
Yeah.
Right. And the new tech and our new ideas always opens new doors. So I think it's still exciting. It's still very refreshing. It has some sort of old school appeal to it, I think.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it has a lot of things that makes it appealing to the gamers, what they want now.
With the move away from the episodic, do you find that's a thing that fans are finding better? Or yourselves as a studio, obviously episodically, you kind of maybe got a bit more time to dwell on each instalment rather than doing the whole thing, and do you feel that's not only benefited yourself as a studio or hindered yourself with it, and how have the fans reacted to that move?
Well, I think it was pretty much a split sort of opinion. I mean, for us as a studio, it was super successful going episodic, and like I said, a lot of gamers appreciated it as well. Because, yeah, as I said earlier, a lot of generations of gamers went through Hitman. And I think what Episodic did for us is sort of re-educated people on what a Hitman game is all about. Because we put out one location and then the people were pretty much stuck with it for a month. But then they realized, so, oh, wait a minute, this game is about replayability. And we don't want to make it a chore. We want people to, oh, I have to do this now. I want to try out another way. Right? And then it sort of clicked with the people again what this game is all about. And that's what puts us now in a position that we actually can release all of the story missions in one go. Because people have an expectancy with what is a Hitman game, right? So, and on the other hand, we doubled up on all the live content. So we sort of took best of both worlds, and that puts us in the position that we're in right now.
Talk about the kind of replayability. How does the studio kind of, obviously, point A to point B, go in, kill a man, job done. But how does the kind of studio start developing the ideas of dropping a toilet on a man, pushing a man off a building, blowing up a racing car, putting him through a printing press?
Right.
When does the candy shop and blood and gore appear? You know what I mean, in the kind of overall tapestry?
I mean, it's sort of almost like a chaotic process to that, because as you said, we're all about freedom of approach, right? We put the player into the map, we tell them these are your targets, and everything that happens in between is pretty much up to you, right? And the design process behind it usually starts with a small group of people, with the track leader being most of the time a level designer. And then mostly stems from the story. How is the story framework? What sort of location makes sense in terms of the story? And in case of Miami, like it was, okay, we need a race. Like, okay, race sounds awesome. And then it spins from there, like, okay, what's happening in the race? Where do we put the racetrack? Because in terms of Miami, we had a situation that we wanted to have this home stretch on a very premier spot, but that also meant that we sort of split the level in half. And we had to make sure that there's some interesting stuff there and some interesting stuff there. Yeah, so again, it's a small group of people, and then we start to paint with very wide strokes, you know, and then the sort of deduction process starts from there. Like, okay, we have the targets. What sort of support characters do we have in there, right? And it really comes down to defining every purpose of every single room. There's always like two main questions in our design process, because we're doing this for some time, right? We sort of developed our own language around that. So, in terms of targets, we used to divide them by dwellers and roamers. But now, in terms of the technology and how we put an evolution on that, we actually are now able to mix match those, right? The target's not always stuck in one place. Maybe something happens that will put him in another place, and you need to find out how do you do that and stuff like that.
In terms of the target escalations that we had, which were monthly, that you were putting in, are there any plans to have any other famous people? Like we had Gary Busey in the last Hitman. Are there any plans to have anyone famous in again?
Yeah, we definitely go all in with the elusive targets. It will be pretty awesome. Yeah. And special regards to what you just said, I think you'll be very surprised to our first elusive target.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
What's your favourite bit in the new Hitman game? What's your favourite... Two questions then. What's your favourite way to kill someone in the new Hitman game? And also, what's your favourite bit about the new Hitman, either level or...
I'd like to add, what's your favourite kill over the whole series as well? What's your standout kind of best way?
Of the whole Hitman series ever? All of them.
There's a few.
There's actually one that really stood out to me, and I'm actually right now not sure if it was. I think it was Blood Money. No, it wasn't Blood Money. There was a scenery. It was like a house on a cliffside, and there was this pool, like a glass pool, which was sort of floating free in the air, and you could shoot the glass floor of the pool with a sniper rifle.
Yes.
It's up in the mountains, wasn't it, with the snow?
Yeah. And that would drop the target, you know.
Yeah.
That felt so powerful.
Yeah. What's your favourite? Obviously, not all of them have been released yet, but what's your favourite bit of the new Hitman?
The new Hitman game? I mean, one of the favourite things I really like to do, which we were able to show here for the first time, well, at least a sneak peek, is our new Columbia level, where we introduce foliage gameplay.
Yep.
So we have a full-blown jungle. You can hide bodies now in bushes and all sorts of things, and that puts the game on a whole different level, I think. And in terms of, there's a pretty dark kill in Miami that I really like. Because essentially, I mean, it's father and daughter that you have to take out, right? Because they're war criminals. And let's just say there's one. It's not really opportunity, because we have this opportunity system, right, where we take players a little bit by the hand and show them what's possible. But after that, it's a bit like a game of chess. The better you know the rules, you're better at the game. So after that, the player comes in, and then they start up to make their own ideas about it. And some of them we're tracking because we know what sort of will be happening. But there's always like so much stuff will pop up on YouTube where we go like, oh my god, we didn't even think about this.
Yeah, they'll always find it.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with elusive targets, there was this crazy speedrunner guy, Cody, who actually eliminated an elusive target in Paris by putting a fire extinguisher on a mine. He shot the mine, fire extinguisher flew up on the first floor balcony where the elusive target was standing, and he killed it.
Wow.
And that will just, as a developer, you go like, yes, but...
Are there going to be Easter eggs in the game as well? So I know a few of them, like you could summon the Kraken by sniping the bells and stuff. Is there more of that?
Or the giant praying mantis, stuff like that. Yeah, definitely. There's going to be some fun stuff. Yep. Oh yeah, but this very dark assassination moment is, if you find the right timing, you can actually kick down Robert Knox from a building onto the home stretch right when his daughter drives along in the car, and you can take them both out in the same time. So yeah, that's very cool.
With the co-op feature in the sniper map, how do you find fans of finding that? As obviously it's always been 47 himself, and also how will co-op play a part in the future of the series?
Yeah, I mean the co-op in Sniper Assassin is like one of our first baby steps, to speak, in multiplayer. Because as you can imagine, Hitman is a very hard game. We just don't, in terms of doing a multiplayer on it, we just don't want to slap multiplayer on it just for the sake of it, right? And it wouldn't make any sense to have like 147s running around and killing each other, right? So we want to make it right, and we want to find the right formula, and it has to be our own formula and that as well. And in terms of Sniper Assassin, I think it's a pretty cool formula. I mean, it's not really reinventing the wheel, but we're introducing 2 new characters, Stone and Knight, to the universe, which I think is a great step. And I think the way it plays out, how we balance it, is pretty cool, because in Sniper Assassin you have different sorts of ammunition, right? You can shoot through walls, body-piercing armor, you have like this sort of detonation ammo, and it's actually divided up between 2 players, so nobody has everything. So you actually need to talk to each other. You take out these targets, you can mark up targets and stuff like that. And for the future, yeah, I mean, it's definitely something we're looking at, especially since we're now in the position with the whole world of assassination, not only to release new maps or locations or missions, but release entirely new game modes. And it's certainly something you can look forward to.
I don't know if it's physically possible, but are there any plans to potentially, the custom contracts you make, to be able to share those across console? Because although it's not kind of gameplay across consoles, but it'd be great if you've got a friend on the PlayStation 4 and you can play his contract on the Xbox.
I mean, definitely.
It's one feature that I'd love to have, because having friends on different consoles, you can download their contract.
Yeah, I mean, I think we would actually be open to that, but off the record, Sony is not happy about that.
I know, yeah. It'd just be a really awesome feature.
It's actually, I think it's more problem with the stakeholders of the platform holders than a developer.
Yeah, it's not cross-play as such, is it? It's just more a setup, if you like.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, as I said, every developer is pretty much open to that, but it really comes down to the rules for every platform.
Any plans for a Hitman game on the Switch?
On Switch?
Yeah.
Not as I know of, or that you can go.
I guess the recent ones might be a bit too big for the Switch.
That's the thing. It's a very technically demanding game.
Yes. Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I just wanted to have one last word and just tell you about the Codec Moments podcast and website. I'm now a co-host on this website, although I am still very separate here on YouTube, but we are sharing a little bit of content and different things. But if you want to see more interviews like these or listen to them on the podcast, head over to codecmoments.com, where you can get all the information, and they're also on YouTube as well, where we've put up a few videos from different things that we've done over at EGX. So I hope you enjoy, guys. go over and have a look, give it a go. You might already listen to me over there along with Andy and Matt, and I'll see you on the next video. Ta-ta!